According to World Food and Wine, it is likely that authentic Mexican food was originally derived from the Mayan Indians and was later influenced by Spanish flavors from Spain by introducing European ingredients to the area, such as livestock, dairy products, garlic, wheat, and other spices. Soon, Caribbean, South American, French, West African, and Portuguese flavors would assimilate into what we now know as Mexican cuisine. Mayan original foods included items such as corn tortillas with a bean paste, tropical fruits, fish, chili peppers, honey, salt, and chocolate. Salsa was sold in the Aztec marketplaces and is uncooked and has a texture of either pureed, smooth, or chopped. Traditionally, Aztec salsa included tomatoes, chilies, beans, and squash. So today we have our 4 Ori'Zaba's made salsas at the table, which we have the corn salsa, the hot, the medium hot, and the pico, which is the mild. Which one of our 4 Ori'Zaba salsas are your favorite? I think everyone's gonna say spicy.
I'm a fan of the hot.
I mean, I always get pico de gallo and hot salsa.
Mix them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Always mix them together.
Yeah.
Very good combination. The pico's got a lot of flavor without the super spiciness, so the mixture between the two is definitely.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like the sweet corn salsa too with the jicama, the crispy jicama pieces in there. That's always really
I love
good.
it. But I'm allergic to corn, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Like, I put that one when I make a veggie taco. I always put corn salsa. It just goes with it.
A lot of people put corn sauce on their tacos, don't they?
Yeah, the tacos. Yeah.
I really like verde sauce, and I hadn't tried it until, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years ago. Growing up, I'd only ever had like hot salsa or like a pico de gallo. So when I first tasted that, I'd never had a green salsa, and I don't know what it is that I love it. If it's the tomatillo, is there anything else that you cook tomatillo with?
Just salsa.
Or carnitas.
Oh,
Actually,
yeah.
it's made with tomatillos.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this,
Tomatillos,
like this,
jalapeno.
the sauce or the juice that it sits on or that it cooks on, it's tomatillos is like the base
I
ingredient.
like that. Now I'm gonna go get some carnitas.
And you should, yes.
So we also have a wide variety of ingredients that you can see here at the top of the table, because I'm going to challenge each of you guys, and I'm going to get involved too, to make your own little 8-ounce salsa with the ingredients that we have here. You can use the blender, or you can keep it whole like the pico. But we're going to do it one at a time. You can tell us which ingredients you like, and tell us why if you want. We have tomatoes, we have habanero pepper, I got cheat cards here, chili peppers, tomatillo, the red here is Fresno peppers, there's some cumin here if you want to use cumin, there's fresh cilantro, bell peppers, mixed bell peppers, there's onion, pastillo chili, jalapeno, arbol chili, there's some minced garlic. So, Karla, you want to start?
Are you going to do yours blended, or are you going to leave it whole?
I'll leave it home. So can
Yeah, whatever you want to.
I'll do mine with
Habanero.
habanero.
Dangerous. She likes that line.
Yes.
I told you gotta have lime.
All right, so what all did you put in there?
The habanero chilies, onion, cilantro, tomato, salt, lime juice.
Looks good.
And
Do you want me to test it for you?
I was just gonna say we can all test.
You can handle it, yeah.
Ooh, that's a challenge. No.
I'll take it.
And don't worry, audience, you're gonna get some at the end of this.
You get salsa.
You get salsa.
You get some habanero on there. Oh, my bad.
So, what's your favorite pepper to make salsa? Do you make salsas at home?
I make salsas at home almost every day.
Every day.
Yes. And I love the arbol chili for my
Yeah.
salsas. Also, I never use the habanero, as a matter of fact. I just wanted to create something new. But I never use habanero chilies. Only the jalapeno, arbol chili, tomatillo, tomatoes.
How do you use the arbol chili in your salsa?
I will roast them. I will roast
That was really good.
some tomatoes or tomatillos and roast it in a pan with a piece of garlic and then blend it with salt, pepper,
Okay.
maybe some lime juice. Depends on what it's going to be used for.
That was really good. Like the freshness of it being whole, but then you had just enough of the habanero for that. Like the spice
Yeah,
didn't
that kick.
overpower it at all.
Yeah.
Julie, you want to take a crack at it?
Sure. Since you're making me.
Julie also brought us some that
Yeah,
she
so-
makes at home.
I'm gonna recreate that. So I'll use tomatillos.
Okay.
I'm gonna blend it, but I
Okay.
have to put it on here first. Tomatillo. A little bit of habanero.
Oh, that's how little you use? Wow.
I know,
It's
yours
So
is
Julie
right.
really.
It's the arbol chili.
Okay, arbol chili.
Oh,
Oh. Okay. That makes
that's a
sense now.
spicy one.
That's why your salsa
Okay,
is
I'm
so
gonna use a
spicy.
little onion. I know, I'm giving you all my secrets. Okay, a little cilantro. And a little more. I don't know if it's gonna work well blending it because it's so little. It is.
I know. I've been seeing all those arbol chili seeds.
I'm choking at the thought of chili.
Stop it, Alex.
Oh, stop it.
She can't even smell it.
I forgot if I put
Okay,
salt.
if you
I
have
didn't put
not,
salt. Okay.
if you have not cooked with arbol chili, like I was roasting them today on my flat skillet, I couldn't stay in the kitchen. I think I overcooked them because I kept running away. I was telling Amber that I had a towel over my face and I was still choking.
That's basically what
Oh
I
my
do
gosh.
with my homemade salsa, but I make a lot, so.
Your
You
homemade
tried this-
salsa doesn't look quite as
I know,
spicy
I know.
as
This looks
You just
like
trying to
dead.
No, I'm not. Just because I make a lot, you know, like a lot, but. Even looks
Oh.
different.
Is it spicier than hers?
Probably not.
Like the heat comes later, like it builds.
Oh yeah, I think your other one was spicier.
Yeah.
And you put like
It's actually
10
really
scoops
good,
of
though.
arbol chili.
What?
Don't you use like 10 scoops of arbol chili on that one?
I was waiting for just pick up the plate.
I know.
Put too much water. That's what it is.
It's really good though. It's like
It gets the
sits on your
it
tongue.
gets the toasted flavor of the chili
Uh-huh.
the arbol there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna start with tomato.
Tomato. Now see, she has a healthy portion of tomato. That's how I.
Mm-hmm. Go with some habanero. That's the good stuff.
I think this whole table likes habanero.
Mm-hmm. This whole table likes some
Spicy.
salsa. I'm gonna pick out some of these red bell peppers. And these orange ones. I'm gonna go with some onion. Jalapeno. It's not salsa without
I love it.
chips. like blend there.
You should have molcajete here. That would have been awesome.
What's that?
The stone made, like kind of like
with the
Oh, like
with
a
the baseball bat shape.
Like mortar and
mortar
pestle.
and pestle.
Yeah.
I hear that is the absolute. It makes a whole different flavor on salsa. That it's like the primary way to make a salsa.
it is.
Yes.
You both use those at home?
No,
I did.
No?
not me.
I know what I'm getting you for Christmas. You make salsa every day.
Yeah, but I
He's
don't
making you
use
work.
it.
But have you used it?
But my dad used to make us use it at home. My dad, yeah.
Yeah, like growing up at home, yeah, we had to use it because we don't have blenders.
That's why I don't have one right now. Too much work.
Stay at home. My back home, I had a work friend. Her dad came from Mexico, and he used to make a pico de gallo, and she'd bring it to work every so often. It was like it's so different than when you buy it in the store when you make it fresh with fresh ingredients. And I think that's I know that we've had reviews where our guests equate our authenticity largely on our salsas because they taste like homemade, real fresh, which they are,
Yes.
salsas.
Like us at Durango, we have a customer. He works at one of those big restaurants on the strip, and he's a regular. He comes like twice a week, maybe. He's like, "Well, I work at a restaurant, so I know it's fresh because I know restaurants." So it's like you don't have to tell him. He knows. That's why he's there like twice a week.
Well, when you get a salsa that's in a jar or a can, you're almost guaranteed to run into preservatives, additives, all these other things to
prolong the
preserve it,
shelf
to
life.
prolong the shelf life.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you ready? Okay, so I added tomato and onion because I like my salsa a little
Chunky.
runny and a little chunky at the same time.
This is like fine dining salsa.
It's restaurant style. Any kick in there?
Despite all the spices that you put in there, it's not that spicy. It's
No?
just really good.
Let me try again.
No. It tastes fresh. It tastes homemade. But it's not that spicy.
I like your combination of the chunky and the.
It hits the back of your throat. That spice.
The cilantro, yeah. The cilantro really freshens the flavor up. You use a lot more than they did.
If you blend it.
Right.
So I'm gonna.
Maybe not if you don't use that much.
Just to taste just like that.
Right.
And a pico de gallo some.
I'm gonna do a healthy base of the tomato.
We'll sample the pico de gallo at work with the beer in it.
You can tell DJ's gonna be mild.
I'm gonna try and do some things that you guys haven't. They're the professionals. I don't do this. I'm gonna do the Fresno pepper. I'm gonna do some of the chili.
I think you're experimenting with us, DJ.
I am. Told you I don't do this.
Blend it all together, DJ. Get it in there.
He's making me nervous.
No lime?
I put lime in it.
Oh, you did. I didn't see.
Yeah, you did.
You know that pasilla pepper is gonna give it a really good flavor.
And color.
It is.
I like that toasty
It is.
flavor of,
Yeah.
of Julit salsa.
Yeah.
And I like them thick.
Chunky?
Huh?
Like a chunky consistency.
It's just like the molcajete salsa right there.
What is that? This looks amazing.
Oh, well, I handed it to you.
That's what really.
This is beautiful.
You have a chicken now.
Look at that. color.
It's so pretty.
Yes, that pasilla pepper gave it a really nice.
Well, I like the way that you pulsed it too. So it's still like you can still see each item.
I don't like it quite pureed. I like it thick. Like a meal.
And then it doesn't get all frothy, like light colored. It stays like it sticks to its original brightess. I love that. Like I don't know, almost don't want to eat it. Like I feel like I have to be smart. You see that?
can taste everything you put in there. Almost.
Almost.
Yeah. I mean, you can taste the cumin, you can taste the tomato, you can taste the onion.
The habanero.
Habanero, yeah, and the arbol chili.
That's amazing.
It almost has a sweet flavor to it.
Yeah. Where's that coming
It
from?
starts sweet and then
The
it goes.
yellow pepper maybe?
I didn't put the chili.
Yeah, you use that.
Oh. Okay.
I used the chili and the Fresno.
It's more of this.
I used a lot of tomato though.
Oh, maybe that's what the sweetness is. Because you caramelized it. You sauteed it.
Yeah. Well, I really thought I was gonna like mine the least. I think I like mine the most.
Oh, that's really good.
The
The
spiciness,
texture, the color, the taste.
the spiciness, the one you brought from home, Julie, it's got that spice that keeps bringing me back to it.
Like, it's so spicy, but I can't stop eating.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Because like now that I've eaten it, my tongue's starting to cool down. So I feel like I need more of it.
So, obviously, there are a lot of ways to make salsa. It started out with simple things, simple ingredients. I never knew that squash was one of the original ingredients of salsa. Do you guys ever make a?
No, honestly, no. We use squash to make like dishes, but not for just salsa.
I found that interesting, and there's some squashes that I think would actually, especially if you go more for a mild, bring some good flavors to it. Like in the fall, around different party events in the fall, maybe like beginning of like playoffs, stuff like that, because it's got that flavor. At least from my American life with squash, the fall is a big season, pumpkin, things like that. But it's really changed. Salsas have really changed, especially in the States, with the types of ingredients. People have really experimented and done a lot of different things. I wonder, have you guys ever had, or do you ever use fruits in your salsa?
Mango.
Mango. I know
Huge
mango is
fan
a
of
big
mango
thing.
and salsa.
Cucumber and the pico de gallo. It's really
Really?
Ooh.
Okay.
I love, cucumber has a really fresh, spring water is what I always reminds me of, like fresh rain or something. I like that.
And at the stove, we use the jicama and the corn salsa.
That's true.
It's considered a fruit for us. I don't know. It's a vegetable, I think.
So do you guys prefer more of a sweet or a spicy when it comes to your salsa?
It's spicy.
I like both. I really can go either way. I like sweet and spicy. I think the combination of the two is really, really good. Like I like a spicy mango salsa.
For like a Mexican, original or traditional, it's just spicy. No, not
As
as
it can be.
not as the hottest it can be. Like we're exposed to spicy food since we're little. Like we don't feed like toddlers or babies spicy food, but we're exposed to it. So as far as I can remember, I like spicy food. Like we put salsa. If it is not spicy, we gotta have salsa on the side to put to add to the food. If it is not salsa, we use
Even just a bite of a raw jalapeno, anything. But
But
it has to be something spicy.
pico jalapenos are very popular with carnitas. Like if you don't have salsa,
Pickle
pico
jalapenos?
jalapenos.
Pickle jalapenos.
Yeah,
Pickled.
yeah, pico jalapenos. Yeah, like
I don't
carnitas
even
and
think
pico
I've seen a
jalapenos.
pickled jalapeno. That's a fun couple words to say. Pickled jalapeno.
Pico jalapeno. Yeah, I didn't know it was called pico jalapeno. We just call it chiles en vinagre.
Oh, chilies and vinegar.
Yeah, that's what it is. I was like, I was thinking about it. I was
It
like,
sounds
yeah,
like
it's
some-
a pico jalapeno. Yeah.
Back home, we have a lot of corner bars, and they always have pickled or something in vinegar, like they have eggs in vinegar. And
Right.
It sounds like something to me that would be on a bar shelf that, if you're having drinks, you're like, oh, give me one of those, whatever
give me
you
a
said.
pickled jalapeno.
Pickled jalapeno. 'Cause
I
that-
mean, we have a whole shell of if you go to a market like a Mexican market, you have a whole shell of different brands of pickled jalapenos.
Interesting.
They're all good.
We put it on a sandwich and anything.
Pickled jalapenos?
Yeah.
Do they come in the jar pre-sliced?
Like
Three
natural
slices.
natural
Oh,
jalapenos that you put whatever you guys will put on the nachos, the pickled jalapenos. Yeah, we put on in everything that is not spicy.
Mm-hmm.
You Yeah, we do the jalapenos.
So, we're all a group of people that love spicy foods. Would you guys rate quality of, if you're going into specifically like a restaurant that serves spicy food, would you rate part of their quality on the spice?
Yes.
If you're gonna call it spicy, it needs to be spicy. Like you can't say that you have hot salsa and it not be hot salsa. Like I can't tell you how many times I've been to a restaurant and it says hot salsa and it tastes like a mild salsa. That's frustrating.
We even go to certain places just for their salsa. Like a taco is not a good taco if you don't have a good
Hot
salsa.
salsa.
It could be the best meat, but if the salsa's not good, it's not a taco.
Like I hate when you sit down and you get like a bowl of chips and salsa in a restaurant and then you have like a hot salsa and a mild salsa and it tastes like a mild salsa and like a sweet salsa or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I always ask for the spiciest.
Right.
Like, oh, but it's really spicy. I was like, yeah, just bring me a side of that. I'll be okay.
Oh, it's really spicy.
Yeah.
It's like,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll be the judge of that.
But yeah, I mean, we grew up with spicy food. And not just like spicy food. Like I said, if it's not spicy, we always have the salsa to add to it. Like we don't like torture kids. They don't have to eat the spicy stuff,
But they
we
have the
always have
opportunity?
salsa. Yes.
Okay. They develop that taste for it over time after picking at it.
I mean, if you
It's
ask
like one of those things like we're not putting in front of you, but you're like, Mom, Dad, can I have some of that? Okay, sure.
Yes. And I mean, if you ask any like Mexican person, it's like they always ask for, oh, can I have some salsa? Is there something spicy? It's like we were at this steakhouse this one time with a group of friends from Mexico, and they're like, this is really good, but if it was spicy, if we had some salsa, it would be better. So that's how much, yeah.
So, spiciness is something that, like, it's a jolt, right? Like, it's something, you feel it. It's almost sometimes an immediate, like, well, that's different than what I've had before, right? Do you guys remember, since you started so young on salsa, that very first experience you ever had with a hot salsa or a hot pepper?
One of the youngest or first experiences, maybe that you can remember, like screaming, your tongue's on fire.
I think for me it was mole. I talked about mole before, and the show.
You've just got one of these days.
I have to make mole for you
We're gonna
guys.
have on the table mole. Julie mole.
Traditional Mexican dishes is what we mean.
And we use
Yeah,
guajillo.
everyone that's from Mexico can bring one, right?
True. So yeah, I remember like, cause guajillo chiles is like a seasonal thing. Like árbol chiles, season is, it depends on the season. It's like not that spicy, and like right now it's like really spicy. Like it's gonna be hot. So it's the same thing with the guajillo chiles that we use for the mole, and it's a traditional dish that we make. So I do remember like having mole and being like really like, we make Mexican rice with the mole, so I was like, okay, at least I'm gonna have the rice with the meat and just a little sauce because it was too spicy. Yeah, I do remember that. That exposure to the, man, this is hot.
Rice?
Karla?
I'm sorry.
I don't remember a story when I first got introduced to hot salsa, but I remember I made pozole one time and I invited friends over. And it's called picante, what we use for pozole. And it's salsa made with just árbol chili and some oil and salt, lime juice. It's not much ingredients to it. But
Árbol
like
chili,
she said,
salt, lime juice.
That's
That's it. That's
Yeah.
the whole.
but you made it's like an oil-based salsa. Oil.
You don't add
You
tomato?
blend it?
No, it's
And
just
it's-
chili.
And
Just árbol
and it's
chili.
like traditional
Blended.
for the pozole, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so like she said, the chilies are seasonal, so I think I got a very spicy but nobody could finish their meal. Like it was so spicy to the point where they had to like add more pozole to it, or because it was really spicy. I remember they were telling me, "Were you mad when you made this salsa?" 'Cause That's one of the jokes we say
Yeah.
as Mexicans. Like, if the salsa is spicy, it's because somebody make it. Now
So you're trying to get back at everybody about making spicy salsa.
yeah, but it was very spicy. But it's just chili and nothing but chili and garlic and salt.
And a little oil.
Yeah.
And it's really good, but don't put too much. Then you won't be able to finish it.
I had a neighbor across the street, and she was several years older than me, and I was always go over and hang out, and she let me like play in her makeup and play with all her older kid toys because she was in high school and I was in elementary school, and we'd raid her fridge. Her parents always had pickled sliced jalapenos in the fridge, and my parents never had anything spicy in the house. Nothing, because my family never liked spicy food. My siblings didn't like spicy food. But I always wanted to be like brave. And I think that's where I got my love for spiciness, is where I'd go into her fridge and I'd stick a fork in the pickled jalapenos and I'd just eat them out of the jar. And I just eat the sliced jalapenos.
Am I the only one that never had pickled jalapenos?
I have pickled jalapenos in my fridge right now.
That's
Yeah.
gotta have for us. We all have the jalapenos.
You open every like Mexican family fridge, there's pickles and
It's
jalapenos.
always jalapenos.
Except my house, you
See,
know. like-
back home we have a lot of people that eat. It's not. It looks like a jalapeno, but smaller, a little bit lighter green.
Serrano, maybe?
No,
The banana peppers?
Kind of like that.
looks like
color.
banana.
Are they like the tiny little
No,
ones with the green
they're
stems?
they-
round, almost
Are
square.
they spicy?
No.
Are you thinking pepperoncinis?
Pepperoncinis, like back home, that's what, like everyone has those.
Those are pizza peppers. Put them on the side of your pizza,
I don't even
snap
like
on
those.
them.
I don't like. I didn't. Because personally, I don't like. If I eat pepper, I don't eat pepper for the taste of the pepper itself. Like other vegetables, like I like the taste of a carrot. I like the taste of an onion. I don't really like the taste of a pepper itself. I like the spiciness of the pepper. So those, I never really liked the pepperoncinis because to me they weren't spicy. But no, I've never had pickled jalapeno.
Like nachos? Yeah, you ever
Like
had it on
sliced
nachos?
jalapenos in the jar?
Is it not
No.
the peppers we use on nachos?
Well, I've had peppers that are. Well, maybe if a restaurant had, if that's what they had, and they put them on nachos. Then
More than likely.
Yeah.
A lot of pizza restaurants will have like the big jars of the
Okay,
big
so I
pans.
probably had them in stuff.
Yeah. And
I never had them in my
drain
fridge.
them and they put them on the pizza. Yeah.
So
If they're not crunchy, they're most likely pickled.
That's interesting to me because I always thought that was they were just like in water, like boiled eggs in water you can, or different things like that. I never realized it was in a vinegar. What do our guests think about our spiciness when it comes to our various 4 salsas that we have here? Do you see more towards the mild side, or do you see more towards the hot side?
I'd say the pico and the medium hot salsa are the most popular from what I've seen.
I've seen at my store the mayo and the hot sauce. I have a couple of regulars that will like 2 scoops of hot sauce.
Like full scoops of hot
Mhm.
salsa.
So yeah, at Durango, the mayo salsa is the most popular. It's the
I
one
think
that
it's the
make
most popular in every.
But whoever wants spicy salsa, they know it's gonna be spicy, and they know what they're getting, and they ask for it. So the green salsa is like most people get it just because it's the medium, and it is like really tasty. It goes well with pretty much everything. But spicy, yes, I want the spicy because they know it's spicy. You know, they want more. I was like, okay. I always tell them, well, I always go easy because it's really spicy. They're like, yeah, I know, I like it. I was like, okay.
Right.
There you go.
It's chili season.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Okay.
And when at the season when it's not that spicy, I was like, what happened with the hot sauce? It's not spicy right now. And our regulars, obviously, they already know. Oh, I know right now it's really spicy, so just a little. So they even know the difference, like in the season. It's like,
When I see a customer debating in what salsa are they getting, I always offer the hot on the side
On
so
the
they
side.
can still have
Exactly.
a try. And
First timers always get hot salsa on the side. You don't understand.
I think if you're gonna be that kind of brave, like you should just know, like, let me get it on the side. In case
but we get a lot like they don't believe it's hot. Like we tell them, oh, it's really spicy. But I was like, yeah, right. And then I'm
I've
like,
seen that.
okay, that hot salsa was really hot. I was like, yeah. It was like, yeah, that's why we let you know before we put it on your item.
Well, going back to what Amber was saying about her loving spice, going and being let down by someone saying, "Oh, this is spicy," and it's not spicy, because I've experienced that. But I also think that spice is a very personal temperature. It's a very personal gauge, and there are some people who say they like spice or they like spicy, and they'll have the pico, and that's very spicy to them, and they love it because it's spicy.
That's Grace.
And so I think it's hard when you're, obviously most places that have salsas have from one end of the spectrum to the other, for that very reason. But I personally like the spicier, but I don't get it at restaurants unless I'm taking it at home, because it eats through my stomach. I can't do it.
And it's just like, if it is more spicy that you can handle, it just takes away the flavor of the food. You don't enjoy the food as much. If it is what you can handle, then it's just perfect.
Sometimes I want food, not to go off subject from Mexican food, but there's this Thai restaurant that I used to go eat at, and Thai has really spicy food, Thai food.
Yes.
And there's this...
Like they have to have levels, like that's how
yeah,
severe.
up to 10, like 1 to 10 kind of levels. And I would get the 10. And I love it. I would sit there and I literally, I need napkins for my sweating. Yes.
10?
I would love it. And this is
You're
what
daredevil.
Find a 7.
I've
Oh.
never gotten the 10 before.
Oh, yeah. I love it. I love that spice. And I don't get it necessarily for the flavor. I get it because it's an addiction to that
Yes.
spice. I love it.
So wild, DJ.
Yeah. But if I go more for mild and I want the flavor, then I like the sweeter ones. Like the pico has that more of the tomato, so it's got that sweeter.
Yeah, we went to have wings with a friend. She's like, "Oh, really spicy," and they serve ghost chili.
Oh.
And I was like,
Sounds
and the waiter told us, I was like, "Are you sure you don't want the spiciest one?" I was like, oh, "Okay." It wasn't
number 6 in the spiciest.
I think it's number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah, or 2.
And where's habanero land?
I think
That's quite a ways up there, but not that high.
No, it's not that high. So anyway, they brought us the ghost chili wings. I was like, no, she couldn't handle it. Like, no, I was like, I like spicy, but I still like to eat my food. So we had to.
I know, I want to enjoy the meal
Yes.
when I'm eating.
So the goat chili was definitely too much. It was too much. I was like, nobody could eat those. And then from then on, we ordered some ghost chili on the side, just like a little tip on the wing, and that was perfect.
I heard a rumor that once upon a time, Ori'Zaba's had a habanero salsa. Is that true?
Not that I'm aware of.
No.
I know they tasted some recipes with it, but it never
they tested.
came
You know-
to be put on the like.
I remember one of the old managers actually made a habanero salsa one day. But other than that, I haven't heard of anything habanero.
Do you ever get guests that ask for spicier if the red salsa is not spicy enough?
No.
It's pretty spicy.
It's satisfying. It's satisfying because you can still taste all the flavor of all the food
And
you're
even
eating
though
and still get that.
I was just asking because I noticed. I think everybody at this table
Yeah.
put some habanero in their
Yeah.
salsa.
a lot of people say, "Oh, can I get habanero sauce?" I was like, "What's not habanero?" But sure. It's like I guess they assume just because it's really spicy, it has habanero on it, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah.
I want habanero salsa.
Yeah. I was like, put the hot salsa in there.
Habanero salsa, is it more orange than that, or does it turn out red?
No, it turns out like almost like dark. I think it usually turns out darker than that. Yeah. Like
I've seen it in a jar, like a Tabasco jar. Like I've seen it sold like that. I've never seen a fresh. This is my first experience with fresh habanero salsa.
Yeah, it stays the same. It stays true to the color of the chili, like orange, like pale orange.
But it depends on what you blend with it.
Yeah.
If you blend cilantro with it, it's going to turn dark, right? But if you blend like yellow bell peppers, it's going to keep that bright color, you know.
I respect the habanero. Never use habanero on myself.
You don't?
No.
No?
The arbol and jalapeno, it's
It's good enough.
Have
Did
you
you
ever
like?
used
Did you
habanero?
like these with the
oh
habanero?
yes, yes. but I never
Change your
use it
mind
at
now?
home. Maybe.
How about now?
Is that because of your preference or your family's preference?
No, to my family, what I made is spicy enough, so I don't think I need to bring any other peppers.
You can come to one of my parties and you can bring it with habanero. Have Roby there and Julie.
I will be there. If you're bringing salsa, Karla,
I'll bring the tequila.
Sure. I will definitely.
Sounds like a
Julie
plan.
will probably bring the lime.
I will.
She has to bring mole.
I have to bring mole. Now I have to make mole
Yes,
for you guys.
yes,
Yeah, I will.
I always, this is the first time in all these shows that I remember the lime. I always forget lime, and I called Julie last minute on her way here. Can you stop and grab some lime, or do you have some lime?
I'm sure she was expecting your call.
Yeah.
And I usually ask Amber for ice. I had a little bit.
Just enough.
I was like, should I call Amber?
The beers won't last that long, so that ice will be enough.
That's true.
So, of all these ingredients, all these peppers, what is your favorite way to roast a pepper or to use a pepper? And which pepper do you prefer to use?
My favorite is the arbol chili. I roast arbol chili, and it could be with tomatoes or tomatillo. It will blend really good with any. But there's a salsa I make sometimes that comes with Roma tomato, tomatillo, arbol chili, and jalapeno. So 2 chilies, 2 tomatoes, and I mostly make it for a carne asada.
Okay.
It's a really good
Like a
one.
marinade?
Yes.
Oh.
No, not a marinade, but a salsa on the side
Okay.
to go with the. And I put cilantro, garlic, salt.
That sounds really good. I'm a fan of
Everything
serrano
roasted.
myself.
Carne asada, Carlos.
I almost put serrano peppers today. Almost did.
Serrano peppers is my chili of salt. It's a choice when I make salsa at home. Like when I make like a fresh pico de gallo or something
It's
like that.
spicier than the jalapeno.
Yeah. But it's like it's spicy enough for like most of your guests
Oh, yeah.
to enjoy,
Mhm.
right? Like I would prefer to put like habanero in everything. Like that's my personal preference.
That is not just for you.
But then I would
Did
be
you
the
hear that,
only
Alice?
one eating all of the salsa. He knows. But I love serrano.
So, serrano, where's that on the, I don't know if I've had one. How
I think
how spicy is
that's
it?
like above a jalapeno,
Never seen the scale, so I don't.
but below. It's definitely
Below the arbol.
Okay, yeah,
Below
below
the
the
arbol?
arbol, below a habanero. It's above like a pasilla. It's just, I think it's like the next level above.
Now, you guys said the pasilla is not very spicy. Is that correct?
No.
Is that what you told me?
No.
It's more for color and.
You know that's
flavor.
the
I like the flavor
what we
of
use
it,
for chile rellenos when it's fresh.
Oh my god, I love chili.
So that's the
Can
one.
you make that? When we do our next segment, can you make some
We're
of
gonna have
that?
27 dishes here.
Please.
Chile rellenos are for Lent.
Only?
Traditional for Lent. Yeah.
We're gonna call out all our general managers and assistant managers because we're gonna need a lot of people to eat this food.
We're calling you out. We're calling you out.
Lee, you too. Jen, you can come down.
So what about peppers? Serrano peppers?
Yeah. So yeah, like for me, tomatillos and chile de árbol go together for a salsa,
Oh, yeah.
and tomatoes and chile serranos. Yeah. Just like the combination, like roasted tomatoes with roasted serranos or jalapenos, some garlic, and you're good to go.
So one thing I didn't look up when I was doing my research for this segment was which peppers are specifically grown in Mexico. Are any of you guys aware which peppers are prone to Mexican growth rather than further in South America and Latin America?
For sure, jalapeno, arbol.
I am not sure, but I know that we, or my dad used to like grow chile de árbol. Like rain season, we used to like grow the chile de árbol. We used to like when it was fresh, like use the fresh, and then when it's like ripens and all that, we used to like put it in the sun and dry it.
How
to
come
have
they?
it ready.
I've always wondered the arbol chili. Why do they use it more as a dried pepper rather than fresh pepper?
No, that was just for preservation. because when it's fresh, I mean, it's really good. You put it on pico de gallo or on the salsa also, on the tomato, roasted tomato, roasted tomato.
Does it grow in abundance? Like, is there a lot of it when it grows? Is that why it's dry?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like each plant has like a bunch of like a few bunches of champia, and you can only use so much when it's fresh. So you have to dry it so it preserves.
Does it go bad quicker than other peppers or normal?
It's normal, yeah. So we have to put it
too
on.
many that you have to.
You can't use them all.
Yeah. And we have to like put it on the sun so it dries so it doesn't like get moldy. Yeah. And then when it's dry, and you just put it away and use it like through the
Does
year.
drying it intense its spiciness or decrease it?
It doesn't affect it. It affects when you take it off the plant. If you take it too soon, that is too young, then it's not spicy enough.
I should have brought a plant. I'm like really interested in seeing how
Yeah, because you know when they're ripe, they're red. So when you harvest them when they're red, that's when they're more spicy. When you harvest them when they're still green on the plant, they're not that spicy. But it doesn't affect it. It's just dries and it's good for years and years.
Is that the Scoville scale?
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, we got the Scoville scale here from an audience member.
Never heard of it.
Is that the hottest?
That's the hottest. I've seen the
Ghost peppers
Dorito
have their-
something.
Ghost
Chocolate
pepper's
peppers.
the third. Okay.
Habanero's right in the middle.
Okay.
In the middle?
Oh, wow.
I want to try.
Middle? I thought a jalapeno was in the middle.
Oh, this is at the bottom.
Carolina
Everybody talks
Reaper.
about how spicy they are.
Jalapeno's like not even a quarter of the way out. And then poblano, which is the same thing as pasilla, is right below that.
Serrano pepper. I think
It's
that's
two
it.
above the jalapeno.
Yeah, jalapeno.
I haven't even tried
Poblano.
ghost pepper,
Okay,
I
yeah,
think. To me, habaneros.
I have not had a ghost pepper. No, I have not.
I've had ghostas, yeah. It's
Bell pepper, peppercini,
Oh, Thai pepper.
Anaheim pepper, poblano, jalapeno, Hungarian, serrano, Tabasco, cayenne, Thai,
I never had
Scotch
that.
bonnet.
Just Tabasco sauce.
habanero.
Habanero's above the middle.
It's just above the middle.
And yeah, it is very spicy.
Batali,
Red
red
habanero.
Savina habanero, chocolate habanero. I want to try that one.
Chocolate habanero's fourth.
Ghost pepper, Trinidad scorpion, and Carolina reaper. That
Man,
horrifying.
I should have hunted down these top four and just put them
Next
in
time,
here.
we'll do another spicy.
You have to. Well, this spicy was Julie's idea. She was whispering it to me at the meeting. She's like, "We should do one that's spicy." I get my ideas from these guys.
So if you have any ideas of what the topics should be next,
Yes,
Below.
definitely. What do you want to talk about? What kind of Mexican traditions, cultures, food, recipes do you like to talk about? Are you interested in, or do you have questions? Subscribe to us so every time I post one of these, you can see and follow. We will respond to your questions because I will put them on our card here, and I'll be like, Amber, someone asked, what is your favorite beer?
we already know your favorite
I have
tequila. So.
Yes, we did talk about our favorite tequilas. So.
Yeah.
We did.
Well, this was a spicy episode full of fun and flavor. This is Karla, Julie, and Amber, and I'm DJ. We're at the table with Ori'Zabas. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're here quite often, if not every week. Leave some comments, we'll answer them, ask us questions, let us know what kinds of things you want to talk about, and we will bring them into the script and have fun.
They can even leave us their recipes for the spicy salsa.
Yeah, leave your
Try it.
spiciest salsa recipe. I would love. That's a great idea. I would love to see your spiciest, and maybe we'll air it. Maybe we'll
We'll
spicy.
make it and
Challenge
try
us.
it.
That sounds
Give
like
us
fun.
a challenge. We'll take it, right? All four of us.
course.
We will.
Accept
Oh yeah.
We will accept your challenge of your spiciest, even if it's a ghost pepper. I'm a little nervous.
We'll try it for the camera for you guys.
We will try it, guaranteed.
Anyway, we're at the table with Ori'Zaba's. Thanks for joining us and watching. Bye.
Bye.